Hey, Susie, welcome on.
Good morning, Adam.
Thanks for coming on board with us today. I know you've been with us
Sure.
probably for about fourth, fifth month
I think that's
going
about
on,
right.
right around.
Yes.
Perfect. And we're going to do
Uh-huh.
today is kind of just talk about your experience with PT to you so far. What
Okay,
you
great.
like, what you're surprised about, kind of how you view the future going forward. First off, let's start with what have you been pleasantly surprised by? What were your thoughts maybe going into joining PT to you?
A lot of the companies that I work with, the agencies, they kind of give you a crash course on the EMR, and you have to kind of learn as you go. Just the support that I've gotten from you and from the office administration has been so amazing. Going through the documentation, teaching us how to do it from the beginning instead of going back and having to redo it. It's been a very nice surprise just to have the resources available on the YouTube to look at, as well as the calls we've had and going through each of the notes, doing it right the first time and just learning from that and the support has just been really amazing.
Good. So
Very refreshing.
going into that support, we can talk about a little bit more, the documentation training, and then the office admin side that helps you get all the orders, insurance verification. Break down the two. You talked a little about the documentation side. Talk about the ease of the EMR system first, and then we can kind of transition into the office admin side after.
Okay. So the EMR, it's a very well laid out program, and it's very easy to go through it. It's, once you kind of get used to it, there's a little learning curve, but once you're used to it, it's just easy to kind of go through after you see the patient or when you're there and navigate it. So it doesn't take much time.
How long do your treatment notes take roughly?
Probably about maybe 15 minutes to 15 minutes.
Then, documentation training videos on the drive, everything like that you can be supported with to be able to make that easy part of the job.
Yes, I just did a discharge the other day, and I went to the YouTube video, was able to watch that beforehand and kind of get an idea of what was expected and what I needed to do. So that was very, very helpful. And say the training, which each note, the 30-day visit, the re-eval, it's been very, very helpful.
Switching gears over to the office admin side. Obviously, like I said, we're getting orders for you, processing, verifying insurance, trying to get those turnaround times as quick as possible. What have you experienced from the office admin side that helps you stay in the field and just, like I said, run your patients?
Serene is just really amazing. I mean, she's just so helpful and very efficient. She is, as soon as I give her the information of the patient, the driver's license, the Medicare number, she's able to get me the number of visits that they have this year right away. She gets the orders very quickly from the doctor, plots the visits on my schedule, and it kind of keeps me on track with what visits they're on. So just to have that support, and she's just always very encouraging with her text and uplifting. And so it's nice to have that rapport with her.
Switching gears a little bit to, being in the physical therapy space, job satisfaction and loving what you do, I think in general has taken a hit from most of the physical therapy world, at least kind of what I experienced and why we built this company. Whether it was, companies doing a bad job of training the PTs, whether it's bad EMR systems, whether it's just poor office side of things. How has being actually more in control of your patients, picking and choosing the patients that you want to bring on and see, plus partnering with PTDU helped or maybe hurt, like I said, your job satisfaction of being a PT and doing what you love?
Well, I can't say I've ever lost the joy, because I've been a PT for 35 years and I still love what I do, which I love that. I love the relationships that I build with the patients. I love seeing their progress, but what does not make me happy is the documentation, the hours that I spend on documentation. My husband will say, you're still doing notes, you still have more to do. And so, if I can do less documentation, that'll make me very happy and bring a lot more joy into my life. But also the fact that I can have my own caseload, but kind of be in control of the patients that I see, and each year going back to see them again and seeing how they're progressing. That's just I'm looking forward to having that freedom and kind of independence.
Yeah, amen. Going right based off that, where do you see that in 2 years? Do you see yourself being kind of completely independent? What do you view as your personal caseload in a few years as you keep, like I said, more patients come on year over year, you're getting your old patients back every year? how do you view that progresses?
Yeah, I mean, I work with, I'm an independent contractor, so I work with a lot of Med A agencies, and you could see myself still seeing some of those patients, but for the most part, transitioning to PTTU and having those patients and knowing each year I can call them back and reconnect with them and just have my own caseload, do my own marketing, have my own referral sources would be
Yeah,
great to have some doctors that I know will give me patients and have that relationship as well. So I'm looking forward to having that a little bit more independence and my own caseload and my own kind of business, so to speak.
very good, very good. I love that. You're well on your way, Susie.
Well, thank you.
Good.
With your help.
Hey, that's what we do. So like I said, our passion and mission is helping PTs be able to do what they love to do, which is just treat patients and actually love the experience. And that's what we want to keep helping push kind of across the state of Florida. And then, on beyond after that. Let's switch to, when you got maybe the first phone call, text message, what was your initial maybe thought? And then what made you take the call or come on or why did you even come on board?
But it's kind of, a funny story or interesting because I get several texts a day about, opportunities for PTs, and I don't really, really respond or take much notice at them because I have plenty of a caseload right now. But I received the call, and I don't always answer calls. I don't know the number. So I'm not even sure why I answered the call. And then the fact, I'm not sure who it was or what they said that intrigued me to continue the call. And then that led me to a call with you, and then to a Zoom call, and I had my husband sit in as well. And it almost seemed like almost too good to be true, that you were going to send me business cards and all the information, help me educate me on marketing and to my own referral sources, and build my own caseload with, and really there was nothing in it for you. It was kind of like, okay, what is in it for Adam? But there wasn't. You just want to help us, like you said, to love what we do, to have that freedom,
Yeah.
to have our own caseload. And so it just kind of all went along with the phone call, the Zoom call, and then deciding to give it a try. But it just, like I said, it was almost too good to be true, but it all made sense. And
Good.
I really appreciated the fact that we got together.
Amen. Good. Kind of finishing off here, what would you say to someone maybe thinking about coming on or on the fence or kind of taking the first call and curious about, hey, should I kind of take the jump? Even though I say there's no jump because there is no going all in. It's just, hey, something you can start building up over time. But what would you say someone maybe on the fence or worried about maybe bringing on or having to get their own patients?
Well, yeah, I think that a lot of us are in the same boat. We love what we do. We love working with the patients, but again, we don't love the documentation. So I think to be able to have that would be a one selling point is to have less of that, to have more time with the patient and more time just with your personal life. But I think that people would like to have that independence, not being tied to having certain numbers to see or again with home health, having to drive or being independent. I don't have to drive where I don't want to go. I don't have to take patients that I want to. But if you are with a company that you have to do that, then it kind of gives you that freedom. Just choose where you want to be, who you want to see, and how much you want to work. So I think the freedom and the independence, I would say, would be a big selling point to just bring that love back to what we do and not have all the extra.
Amen. Well, Suzie, thank you for coming on and chatting with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I enjoyed it very much. And
We
thank
look
you for
forward
all
to
you've
working with
done,
you.
Adam. I really appreciate all your patience, all that you've done to educate me. And again, I'm not the most tech savvy, so the fact that we're here today is
testimonial right
amazing.
there.
But just thank you that you've really helped me through it all and been so patient and helpful.
Good. Well, we look forward to helping you for years to come, Suzie.
Thank you, Adam.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.